Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Both the ATU as well as the TWU and the MTA are proud to co-sponsor this event, and I think it alone demonstrates how serious this problem is when all of us can come together to be concerned about our employees and about all of our employees' safety. We all want to be here. I want to be here in particular to have this dialogue so that we can work together and come together to find new ideas, new solutions to protect our transit workers while they're on the job. Now, we all know that the MTA and the TWU are negotiating a contract right now. We don't agree on a whole lot. Not a whole lot at all, actually, but we do agree on one thing, and I want to make it perfectly clear right up front, and that is an attack on any one of you is an attack on all of us. And when it comes to this issue, when it comes to protecting the safety and the security of our workers, we are absolutely in lockstep together. We owe it to you to be vigilant about safety. I will tell you, as a lifelong New Yorker and as a transit rider, I know how critically important your work is to this city and to this entire region. We may have more than 6,300 subway cars or almost 6,000 buses, 2,000 miles of track, but the most important thing we have is our frontline employees. Without you, the system wouldn't run. And when the Transit Authority doesn't run, the City of New York doesn't operate or work at all. And I want you to know that I believe that you put your life on the line every time you show up for work. That's why I've always said that our frontline employees, all of you, are our most valuable resource. You are our most important asset. You're also the best in the business. You've proven it time and time again. You stepped up in a big way last year during Hurricane Irene, working lots of overtime hours to secure our work sites, get our system up and running again in record time after the first planned shutdown in history. You kept our system moving through tough economic times as well, even when our resources have dwindled. But all too often you don't get the appreciation you deserve, and worse, you actually come under attack. At my first board meeting about 6 months ago, I was actually moved by the members of the TWU who showed up at the meeting at the public session to talk about the increasing assaults on MTA employees. That's why immediately after that, my first act as MTA, in conjunction with President of the TWU 100, John Samuelson, we called upon all the district attorneys, all 5 of them, to aggressively prosecute anyone at all who assaults any one of our employees. I spoke to each one of the DAs individually, and they all gave me their word, and many of them will be here to again reiterate that they will do that and they will prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. I've also spoken to Police Commissioner Ray Kelly, and I'm happy to report that the NYPD has now started using its CompStat program to make sure that precinct commanders throughout the city are as vigilant as possible in 2 critical areas. One, in preventing assaults against MTA employees, and second, if an assault occurs, in working quickly and aggressively to catch the perpetrators. Let me repeat again what I can't repeat often enough. An attack on any one of you is an attack on all of us, and we cannot tolerate that behavior. We're working to protect our employees in other areas as well. As you know, we've introduced more than 1,400 security cameras to our system last year, and we're bringing a total number of cameras to almost 4,000. Almost 600 of these cameras feed directly into the NYPD and to the Transit Command Center, allowing us to have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week monitoring. By the end of this year, more than 1,000 of our buses will also have security cameras in them. By this spring, more than 500 buses will have plexiglass partitions that will be able to shield our drivers, and going forward, all of our new buses will have these partitions. I'm proud of these measures, but let me be clear, one of the reasons we're here today is because, as John mentioned, assaults on transit workers are on the rise in New York City. It's unacceptable to me, and we need to do more, and that's why we need to go further, and it's why we need to keep pushing, not just until everyone who assaults a transit worker is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, but until no one at all assaults a transit worker ever again. That's what this conference is all about. We're happy to be here in a sad kind of way, but we do want to work together with all of you to ensure that we're doing everything we can to protect the transit workers of this city, not only in the city, but also all around the world. This is a problem that's happening pretty much not just in New York, but we're seeing rises in other parts of this country and as well as in Europe. Before I wrap up, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the MTA leadership that is here, who've also shown their commitment to keeping our workers safe. The President of the Transit Authority, Tom Prendergast, is here, Carmen Bianco and Daryl Eyrich, one who runs the subway system and runs our bus system, are also here. Each of them understands how important it is to make sure that the system is safe for all of our employees. They have made it a top priority, and they're always looking for ways to continue to protect Transit Authority and MTA employees. So again, I hope we learn a lot today. I hope we can come away from today with new ideas and new ways in which we can deal with the safety of all of our workers. And with that, I want to again thank you for being here today